You can be surrounded by people at church, serving every Sunday, praying in tongues, and still feel completely alone. And that's exactly where the enemy wants you. Loneliness isn't always loud. Sometimes it hides behind worship songs and busy ministry schedules. And the truth is, many Christians are secretly battling it right now. You wonder why, if you're filled with the Spirit, you still feel empty when the music fades and the crowd disappears. One reason so many believers silently struggle with loneliness is because they've built their faith on community but neglected intimacy with God. When your connection with people outweighs your connection with the Father, even the biggest crowd won't heal the ache in your soul. Jesus often withdrew to lonely places to pray, not because he needed people less, but because he understood that solitude with God strengthens you in a way human attention never can. Another reason is that the church doesn't talk enough about emotional isolation. We assume that if you're saved, smiling, and serving, then you're fine. But God didn't create man because he needed worship. He said it is not good for man to be alone, and that wasn't about marriage alone, it was about connection. Many Christians are wearing spiritual masks, pretending everything is fine while battling depression, anxiety, and emotional starvation in secret, because we've created a culture where vulnerability looks like weakness. And here's the shocking part. Some of the most anointed people feel the most alone. Elijah called down fire from heaven in front of hundreds, then ran into a cave and begged God to let him die because he felt like he was the only one left. If the prophet who saw miracles can still feel that level of despair, what makes you think your loneliness disqualifies you from purpose? It doesn't. In fact, your loneliness may be the very signal that God is shifting your circle, stretching your character, or preparing you for something bigger than public approval. Another hidden reason is unforgiveness. Bitterness builds walls that feel like protection but end up isolating you from the very relationships God sent to bless you. You push people away, call it discernment, but really it's fear. Fear of being hurt again, fear of being seen fully. But love, real love, is risky. That's why Jesus didn't just preach to crowds. He walked with 12, and even one of them betrayed him. He knew connection would cost him, but he chose it anyway. If you're feeling alone, don't just scroll past sermons hoping for a spark of motivation. Go into your secret place. Speak to your Father, who sees what is done in secret and rewards openly. Ask him to reveal the root of your isolation. Is it pride, fear, burnout, disappointment? Because healing won't come through more noise, it comes through honest stillness. And lastly, loneliness can be a divine tool. Sometimes God removes the noise so you can finally hear his voice. Sometimes he isolates before he elevates. Before David was king, he was alone in a field with sheep and a sling. Before Paul preached to nations, he spent years in the wilderness unlearning religion to discover revelation. If God has allowed a season of loneliness, don't curse it, ask what it's cultivating in you. Are you being prepared or are you being pruned? Either way, he works all things, even the ache in your chest when no one checks on you, for good. So here's the challenge. Stop numbing the silence and start listening in it. The loneliness isn't always an attack, it might be an invitation.